Hey guys, it's Noah, and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sarah from the Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with Noah. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for having me.
No problem. I'm so happy to be finally talking to you. I've been following you for years now since the launch. How's your day been so far?
It's been a good day. I actually just shot some content earlier today, a visualizer for another song that's coming out soon with a good friend of mine. So far so good.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You just released an EP and now you're like already on to the next. I love that.
Yeah, lots of new music always rolling out.
Amazing. Do you have a fondest musical memory?
Ooh, there's always there was this one show that I played like 2 summers ago here in Toronto, and there was something about the energy at that show that really stuck with me. And whenever I think of like my favorite performance, it was like that. The vibe, like the energy was amazing. It was like in this like loft warehouse space. Like wasn't even like one of the biggest shows I've played. It was like quite intimate, and like everyone was singing along, and it was just like this insane energy. So I don't know if that's a really like fondest music memory, but like that's a moment that really stuck with me, and I like just like can't wait to feel that again.
Oh my God, yeah, totally. And now with like shows coming back, what do you think like a Noah show would look like?
So I haven't announced this yet, but I'm playing a drive-in show in August, which I'm really excited about. I've never played a drive-in show, but I guess sign of the times. Um, but I think when we're back and like back at venues, like I just want good vibes. I want everyone just to feel excited and happy and come together and just like have an awesome night of music.
Whenever you come to Montreal, I'll be there for sure.
Yay. I was actually just in Montreal. I'm like obsessed with it.
Oh my God.
I was literally there 2 weeks ago. Like the best food. I love Montreal.
Have you had poutine?
No, I didn't have it in Montreal.
Oh my God, you totally should.
Okay, next time.
And back to the EP, I mean, it's amazing again. How do you like being a debut EP? How do you feel this represents not only you as a person, but as an artist as well?
So for me as an artist, like I write music to give other people a voice. And I hope that through all the hardships of life and the ups and downs, like people can just like come together and know like that they're not alone in whatever it is that they're going through. So that's why like with Honeymoon, and Honeymoon is the first EP off of like a 3-part project called Phases. So the next EP will be called Hurting, and then the third one will be called Healing. So it kind of walks you through the different potential stages of a relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Honeymoon, like it shows like the scariness and the beautiful feelings, like everything that accompanies like falling in love and like letting your walls down and meeting someone new. So I think it was like a fun introduction for like my debut EP to like set the stage that way. And like, we've all been there. We've all like felt those butterflies and like gone through the motions of it. So I'm happy that like that was like the first one and everyone can just like vibe. Like there's like the chill songs on the EP, and then there's also like the more like poppy, upbeat, like blasted in your car when you're driving kind of song. So I think it really like showcases like a nice variety of what's to come.
Yeah, totally. And like it's so groovy too with like the bass guitar and then your vocals are so beautiful. So, what was the creative process like for this project?
So I mean, with like COVID, obviously, it was like an interesting time. Over the last 2 years, I've just been writing so much, like literally was in the studio every single day. And I found when everything kind of stopped, like shows stopped, it created a lot of space for me to take a step back and like think about, okay, what are the songs I want to release now? And I had this huge catalog, so it was kind of fun to pick and choose. And then so two of the songs I had written like pre-COVID, and then all the others I wrote actually on Zoom during COVID, like with the awesome team of writers and producers. So it's kind of an interesting experience to like do that virtually. Like none of us had ever really done that. And most of the production was all done remote, like just Zoom sessions, um, sending files back and forth. And it was like only like the last minute where like I'd go into the studio, we'd record final vocals, and like then we'd go back to like doing remote stuff. So definitely very interesting, time to be executing a project, but also such a beautiful time that like everyone had the space to just like create and like focus on like actually releasing music.
Yeah, for sure. And what was it like finally going back into a studio after being like kept in your house for like a year more?
Yeah, honestly, like magical. Like I was so happy to like be with other humans and like feel their energy. And there really is something magical about like being in the studio, and just that like concentration and like knowing that like hits have been made like where you're recording and that like other people are there with you. It's different, nothing compares to like in person like vibes. So it was awesome. I was like so happy.
Oh my god, yeah, I can imagine. And which tracks were the easiest and the hardest to make?
Ooh, that's a good question. um I'd say All Right With Me was one where like the first Zoom session we had, like the beat was there, the production, like I really didn't want much more from where the demo was at. Like there was a couple tweaks to be made. So like that one was just like right off the bat, like everything it needed to be for me. That one was just like flowed, was so easy. And then I don't know, it's probably a toss up between Slow and Resist It. Is like my oldest song from the EP. I wrote it like 3 years ago when I was living in LA.
Yeah.
And that one I had as a demo for so long. And so it went like through many different like versions of the song, and it like kept like not being what I wanted it to be. So finally last fall, I hit up a good friend, Valentine, who I met at Berkeley, and we've worked together a lot. So he produced Slow and Resist It on the EP, and I hit him up and I was like, Val, come on, like let's get together, let's crush this. And he just like hit it out of the ballpark. So that one definitely went through a lot of different versions. Like literally I have a folder on my computer with like so many different like styles and like different producers, a lot. So that went through a lot of different phases. And Resist It too was a really cool collaboration. My producer, who I wrote it with, and I wrote it with my friend Graydon. So Hugh started the production and we like did it together. And then it was kind of like a collaborative effort of Valentine jumping in and finishing the production, which was all remote. So like Toronto producer, LA producer, like just sending files back and forth. And so I just thought it was like a cool mix and cool like collaborative effort. So
Yeah.
those are the two, I guess, like hardest ones, or like just really like took a lot of different energies to get it where I wanted it to be.
Oh my god, amazing. And Slow, those high notes on Slow are incredible. So exactly. I was like, oh my god, this girl never fails to impress me.
Oh, thanks.
No problem. So were you just naturally able to do that, or like did you take vocal lessons?
I mean, for this song, like I just have a really high voice, and like my falsetto is just like kind of where my voice goes naturally. But like growing up, I've done tons of like vocal lessons, and like I studied music for university, so like I've been trained, but not for that song. It kind of just was like just happened.
This is a fun question. What is your comfort TV show?
Okay, so my go-to is always Friends,
Yeah, for sure.
but funny enough, and I wouldn't really say it's comfort now because like, but I've been obsessed with Outlander,
Okay.
which is not really a comforting show. It's like actually very like graphic and intense, but it like has me hooked. I'm on season 3, so right now that's my go-to.
Cool. I'll have to check it out. I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's intense. I'm just warning everybody, like it's a lot and there should be trigger warnings, but they're not. But still, it's like good, very great acting.
Okay, cool. And last question, who are your favorite artists right now?
I feel like it's always changing.
Yeah.
But John Mayer, obviously, um, Khaled, love Lennon Stella, Tori Kelly always, and Justin Bieber. I'm literally like obsessed with his new album, and like I just want him to keep putting out more music. So those are some of my faves right now.
Amazing. Those are great choices. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. It was so fun talking to you.
Of course, thanks. And I love your nails. They're so fun.